Hey everybody, Delrisa here with Women's Personal and Professional Resource Connection. Just waiting for some people to join us and trying to get everything together here. For some reason, I cannot see your comments. I can't see if anyone has joined yet. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm a little challenged right now. I can see now. Yep. Chris is here. Hey. You guys, as you join in, I'm sorry. Just trying to get everything situated. Hey, Miss Joyce. Hey. As you join, please give me some hearts. Give me some love. Give me some likes. Please share this out with, hey, Kathy. Share this out with your contacts on your feed. Please share this. I'm encouraging you to, because this is not, hey Chris, this is not a usual Facebook feed for me. This is a very unusual feed in that I believe and I hope and pray this can save lives because of the nature of everything that I'm going to talk about. So ladies that are on, for those of you all who are on, if you haven't commented or anything, please comment. Let me know you're here. Give me some hearts. Give me some love. Share the feed. And so I want everyone to see this. Hey, Dad. My dad just joined. Everybody say, hey, Delrisa's dad. So I just wanted to, hey, Dolores, I just wanted to come on. I'm just going to just wait. If you all don't mind, I just want to wait maybe a few more seconds. I want to just have a few more people join on. And I'm trying to figure out how to share this out to others. I am a little challenged because I'm doing this on my cell phone. So my webcam is not, I don't have a webcam on my laptop, so I'm gonna have to get that together. But anyway, for those of you all who have joined, I just wanted to let you all know that, well, all of you all that are on now and watching, you all know I've had some life-changing events that have occurred with me over these past 3 weeks. It's been a journey. This has been a journey, but it's going to be a blessing. I can't pick that up. See, I'm a new person for now. I can't even reach down and pick stuff up. So I drop something. It's going to stay there till somebody can come and help me. So this is my new world right now. I'm trying to, Dad, Sister Chris said, hey, she just said, hey, down in the comments. I'm trying to figure out how to get this, figure out my world. I feel like in a way that I went to sleep. I told some of my friends this, but I feel like I went to sleep one person and I woke up another person. So I'm trying to figure out this new person's world. I'm trying to figure out how this new person lives in the culture and everything. But I wanted to say thank you all, everybody who has helped me. I want to thank you all so much for praying for me. I want to thank you all for your gifts. I thank you for your instant messages, your calls, and we've had some that are on that have literally come from their homes to come and assist me, and I really appreciate that. I really thank you. My mom, she flew in from Chicago. She stayed with me for my first week of my episode, and my son is now here from California helping, in addition to my husband and the children. I'm so grateful for my support system that I have here. But I wanted to tell you all, so some of you all know what happened to me, some do not. So about 3 weeks ago, Tuesday, I had a lot of pain. I had excruciating pain in my abdomen area. So I'm going to make this long story real short. Had excruciating pain in my abdomen area. Come to find out, I went to the emergency room. They said, oh, you have fibroids. Never had fibroids before. So I was totally unfamiliar with that. He said, and the doctor said, you've got fibroids and it's so bad to the point where you need to go to they kept me overnight in the hospital. And then they said, you need to go to your doctor in the morning. So emergency room all night from Tuesday to Wednesday. Wednesday, I go to my doctor that afternoon. Go to the doctor. She takes a gamut of other tests. And she says, oh, no, sweetie, you don't just have one fibroid. You have two. And not only do you have two, but they are 8 times the size that they should be. Your uterus is 8 times the size it should be. So she dropped a lot of interesting information on me at that time. And she says basically that I needed to go in for emergency surgery. So long story short, that Friday I went in for emergency surgery for removal of the fibroids. They removed the fibroids, and then also I had a radical hysterectomy. So everything, basically the fibroids, thank God, are gone. The uterus, ovaries, everything. So long story short, had all of that taken care of. Hey, Yvonne, how are you? Yvonne is actually someone that helped me in the medical area when I was back in Chicago with my cardiologist. But I had surgery, Yvonne. I was just telling everyone I had surgery on Friday 3 weeks ago, emergency surgery. Went in, they said I have fibroids, and come to find out, not only did I have fibroids, but my uterus was 8 times the size it should have been. The fibroids were the size of 2 babies' heads. It was ridiculous. I mean, they were like monsters, literally. And then after the surgery was done, they removed everything. Come to find out, not only was it 2 fibroids, it was 10 fibroids. So we ended up, it was 10 fibroids. Hey, Juanita, you just joined. So I had 10 fibroids in me that looked like 2, but after the pathologist, hey, Ramona, after the pathologist did the testing, they found out that I had 10 fibroids and a cyst. My stomach was still small. So for those of you all who have seen me in the past couple of weeks, it didn't look like I had anything inside of me, that was unusual. But I was walking around here like a ticking time bomb with 10 fibroids that were at the point of that I probably would have expired by the end of this month had they not gotten them out of me. They were that bad. They had one fibroid that was like 8.5 centimeters by about, I think, like 7.5 or so. It had started to what they call necrotize, or basically it was rotting in me. So it needed to go out. And before this, I had no pain, nothing at all. Yes, look at God. That is it. The wonderful thing is that I had no symptoms, though. I had no pain. Nothing was unusual with anything with me as far as my monthly, but only the few days before the surgery is when I started having pain. And the tripped out thing is that I had my annual exam, my annual gynecological exam, April of 2018. So this is the reason why I'm on here today, because the law has changed with our annual gynecological exams. I had my exam April of 20, and I had my exams every year on my birthday, well, the month of my birthday. So every year, the month of my birthday in April, I have my exams. So April of 2017, I had the full exam, which included the vaginal exam. And so April of 2018, when I went in, my doctor says, oh, no, you don't need to get the vaginal because basically the law has changed with the insurance. So we only need to just basically test your tummy, and do the mammogram and all of that. So nothing was invasive. Long story short, had she done the test, the vaginal in April, she may have felt these fibroids, because between April of 2017 to July of 2018, these things appeared and grew to the size larger than one of my children that I birthed. So I just wanted to let you all know, every lady that is on here, every lady that hears this, please make sure you go for your gynecological exam every single year, even if your doctor says, nah, you don't need to get it because the law has changed. No, you can insist because it's optional, which I found out it is optional. You don't have to deny, you don't have to allow them to deny it. You can say, no, I really want you to take it. Because within 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 months, my body turned into, literally, I was breathing a time bomb. So I just want you all to know that everyone that's on here, I mean, you don't have to have past pain. I didn't have any past pain, which that was nothing but the grace of God, because the doctors were just shocked, astonished, amazed that I was not in excruciating pain up until a few days before the surgery. So please, every lady, if you don't get anything from this, please make sure you get your exam every single year. Get your full exam, because you don't know what your body is harboring. You could be harboring death and you don't know it. So make sure you know your rights, which, like Yvonne is saying, your rights is that, yes, you are entitled to that exam, and make sure you do get the exam. And if you do have fibroids, I see someone on here says, Dolores, yes, you do have fibroids and you just had your annual Tuesday, something doesn't look right. You are, if something doesn't look right, if something doesn't feel right, you know your body. Because when I was laying in bed that a few days before my surgery, I knew, and I told my husband, I said, I feel pressure. I feel like I'm getting ready to give birth. I literally felt like I needed to push. I had 4 children vaginally, and all 4 of those children, when it was time to push, I had a sudden urge. It was time to push. So I had that same urge a few weeks ago, and I just felt an intensified feeling of, oh my gosh, there's pressure. It feels like I needed to push. And I felt like if I pushed, I would get that release. But that was the pressure of the fibroid growing, and it had grown so large. Literally, like, my uterus should have been 60 cc's. Mine was like 496 cc's. I mean, it was outrageously ridiculous, crazy. It was crazy. So anyway, July 27th, I had a radical hysterectomy. I'm not, and some women say, oh, I had a hysterectomy, I don't have my my woman goods. I have my woman goods still, because God made me a woman, and my uterus is not what defined me as a woman. So either my choice was, either I kept my uterus and my ovaries and everything and end up prematurely dying, or I got rid of it and I lived life the way God wanted me to live. So I had to make one of those tough decisions at the last minute, and I had to say, let that uterus go. So my thing is, there are a lot of times, there are things inside of us that are growing, and we don't know what's going on. But if it's something that's not feeling right, you all please make sure you get it checked out. Just go to the doctor and say, hey, I got a feeling something not right. Something just don't feel right. Um, so yeah, Juanita, and then I was looking at statistics, Juanita. Juanita is saying she had fibroids and ended up having a hysterectomy, and glad I'm better. Thank you, Juanita. But the thing is, 1 in 3 women will have hysterectomies by the time they're 61. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew nothing about the hysterectomy fibroid world. So I felt like I went to sleep a Black woman and I woke up a Japanese woman. I mean, like, for real. I didn't even know the culture. I'm like, I don't know the language. I don't know the culture. I don't know any of this. So I have literally had to learn this world. And now, once they took my uterus and everything, I'm just suddenly into menopause, which I was a year away. So I didn't, mine, but my fibroid situation was so bad and it was so extreme that they couldn't save anything if I wanted to, because the fibroids had overtaken all of my reproductive organs down there. So I just want to let you all know, for those of you all who have had hysterectomies, know that it's not the end. It is not the end of the world. And those of you all who have everything intact, if you ever feel that something is right, something is off kilter, please get it checked out. Don't waste time, because time is of essence. I mean, your life is very valuable, and you just never know. Because had I waited, hey Felita, Felita is one of the ladies that was very, very instrumental with me in my medical process with this fibroid situation. And I want to tell you all the importance of having a community. A community is so, so critically important. Somebody said, Yvonne said, I made the same choice 5 years ago when you had, I can't pronounce all that. She's a nurse, and she gave me the medical name, neuroendocrine carotenoid on her ovary. She had something on her ovary that wasn't supposed to be there. And so she did have the same thing by having a hysterectomy. But yeah, one in three ladies are going to have hysterectomies by the time they're 61. But I was talking about the importance of community. It's so important that we have people in our lives, and don't be afraid to talk to people, ladies, because I know a lot of times when it comes to our reproductive organs and our women goods, ovarian cancer is what she's saying she suffered from. Thank God you delivered from that, Yvonne. But a lot of times we feel like, oh, we don't want to talk to people about it. It's kind of hush hush. It's kind of private. And some people may even question me. I can't believe you're going on Facebook. Yes, I am going on Facebook talking to people about this because God saved my life. And I believe he allowed me to go through this situation for other people as well. I honestly believe when my doctor cut me on July 27th, she cut me and allowed me to prevent others from getting cut by me opening my mouth and spreading the word and letting them know what's so important. And the important thing is for you to get those vaginal gynecological exams every single year. It's only 20-30 seconds, ladies. Yes, it may be uncomfortable, it may feel intrusive, but it's worth it. It is very, very worth it. But the interesting thing, I was thinking about wow, and my friend here, Ramona, from high school, grammar school, says that she had one in February when she was going through treatments for cervical cancer. So you all, I mean, I am amazed how big my community is. Since I've had this, I'm going through this right now. I'm recovering. Tomorrow's going to be my 3rd week. And thank God yesterday was basically like the first day I've been able to walk. I'm not walking down the stairs yet because I got 16 stairs at my house. I tried to do them the other day and it kind of gave me a setback. So I noticed my body is telling me I'm not as strong as I thought I was, I guess because I'm kind of small. I don't know, whatever it is. But having a community is very, very important. So like this, now I know Ramona has had a situation with this. Juanita has had a situation with this. A lot of my other friends and associates and colleagues have had situations with this. I can reach out to you all. And the importance of community is so critical because it assists us with our faith and it assists us in helping one another. I mean, helping one another is critical. I was thinking about when I was going down for the surgery, there was something growing in me. I didn't know how big it was. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know the extent that was of what was going on. However, as I was going through the surgical process, every single person in that surgery room that touched me had a different reason for being in my life. So check this out, you all. I was thinking about it. The anesthesiologist. So the anesthesiologist gave me the drug to basically numb me, right? So I couldn't get mad at the anesthesiologist because the anesthesiologist decided not to cut me, right? That would have been crazy, right? Give me some likes. Let me know if you hear me. Do you agree with me? Thank you. So yes, it would have been crazy for me to want the anesthesiologist to cut me because that was not his job. His job was not to cut me. So when I was thinking about this, I said we have to think about our relationships and people in our lives, in our community. I can't get mad at one person because they don't do one thing in my life. That may not be their assignment in my life. So when I was thinking about this surgery, I had anesthesiologists. There were people that the nurses, that there was a team of nurses. I had 2 gynecologists that was on the team assisting, and each one of them had a different role in this procedure. But I couldn't get mad at one because she didn't do what the other did, and I couldn't get mad at the other because she didn't do what the other did. So I had to value what they did in my life. So what I want to say, the moral of this story, number 1, get our exams every single year. Insist to get those exams. Number 2, there could be something on the inside of us. Now, this is away from the medical aspect. There could be something on the inside of us. We just don't know what it is that we're harboring, and our community can assist us in getting rid of those things. So we got the anesthesiologist friend. We have the surgical friend. We have the friend that's there for recovery. We have people in our lives to do different things, and people have different assignments in our lives. So what we have to do is we have to remember, you guys, that when God allows something to happen, we have to have the faith to know that God is going to get us through. I knew, my faith was that I know these things are in me now. I just had them discovered, But my faith was that I was not going to die, that God was going to get me out of it. And I had a close call during my recovery. There was a very, very close call. It took them about 20 minutes to get everything stable with me, you guys. And I literally felt death coming upon me. I've never in my life felt that before. But I'm saying that to say my faith was that I'm not going to die, even though my blood pressure was shooting up, my heart rate was shooting up, the alarms was going off, the nurses was running in, my husband's eyes was this big, my mother's eyes was this big. They were praying, I was praying. Had a friend came in, she came in, hands up, praying. So literally everything, what was around me was saying, you're dying, you're dying, you're leaving, you're leaving. But my faith was that I am not going to die. I'm denouncing death. I am not going to die. I'm going to live and not die. So that's what we have to do. When there are situations that comes our way, we have to have the faith to know that, God, you allowed this to happen, and I know you're not going to let me die in it. You are going to give me everything that I need to make it through it. So I just wanted to encourage you all. So as you all, sometimes it's scary, you all, when we go to the doctor. I mean, that was my doctor, for her to sit down and tell me, well, ma'am, I'm only 49 years old. And for her to tell me, well, ma'am, we're going to have to, you got fibroids and you're going to have a radical hysterectomy. I mean, I didn't want children, but I mean, I didn't really want to ever have to have surgery. But my thing was, do what you need to do for me to make it through. So pain and pressure is something that I realized at the last moment. A lot of times when we have things going on inside of us, of course, yes, there's pain and pressure, but we got to depend upon our community to assist us. And once that thing is removed, then we can get on to greatness. So I just wanted to encourage you all. This is basically all I want to say. But thank you all so much for joining. Anybody had any questions or any comments? I know there are a few people here that said they have gone through similar situations. Thank you all so much for being transparent. Ladies, thank you for sharing and letting us know that you all have gone through that. So other ladies that are going through this situation, know that, and even you guys are encouraging to me, because I see you all are up and about walking, Ramona and Juanita and Dolores and Yvonne, because I feel like, will I ever walk again like I'm supposed to, but to see you all here on here, you all are encouraging me just to know that, yep, I'm going to get through it and I will be quote unquote normal again. So you all keep me in your prayers, because my journey is, I'm still in the journey, and I'm gradually, I feel like I'm crawling out this valley. But you keep me in your prayers, and love you guys, and talk to y'all soon. And if you all have any information, please feel free to share it, and I will share it along with our WPPRC family. Thank you. Take care. Bye.